Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello everyone, welcome to second PUC Statistics online classes. In this video we are going to cover chi-square distribution and student t distribution. Okay, we know that here chi-square distribution and student t distributions are derived from normal distribution. Okay, now let us see what is chi-square distribution. Okay, now see chi-square distribution is denoted by like this. And chi-square distribution is the square of a chi-square standard normal variate is known as a chi-square variate with 1 degrees of freedom. Okay, now what is standard normal distribution? Standard normal distribution is if x is a standard normal variate with mean mu and standard deviation sigma, then z we can write x minus mu divided by sigma. Okay, now see. Now what is chi-square distribution? Chi-square distribution is the square of a standard normal variate is known as a chi-square variate with 1 degrees of freedom. In the sense the square root of square of z is chi-square distribution. Okay, if it is z, then it is standard normal variate. If I take square of this, then it follows chi-square distribution with 1 degrees of freedom like this. Okay, if I take two z's, okay, for example if I consider z1 comma z2, okay, see here the in between these two here comma is there, so these are independent standard normal distributions. Okay, now if it is z1 and z2, then we can write it as z1 square plus z2 square. Okay, if it is z1 square and z2 square, then it follows, see, if it is one observation, then it follows chi-square with 1 degrees of freedom. See here two observations are there, so I will write chi-square with 2 degrees of freedom because here two observations are there, two variables are there. Okay, now if I take z1 comma z2 comma z3, see here in between commas are there and here there are three observations are there. If it is z1 comma z2 comma z3, then it is independent standard normal variate. Then we can write, if I take square of this, that is z1 square plus z2 square plus z3 square. See, if it is one observation, then it follows chi-square with 1 degrees of freedom. If it is two variables, then it follows chi-square with 2 degrees of freedom. See here there are three observations are there, so we can write it as chi-square with 3 observations, that is 3. Okay, now if it is n number of observation, see z1 comma z2 comma z3 up to zn. Okay, this is independent standard normal variate. If I take square of this, that is z1 square plus z2 square plus z3 square plus so on plus zn square. Okay, now it follows. Okay, now you can, okay, now see z1 square, if it is 1, then it is chi-square with 1 degrees of freedom. If it is 2 degrees of freedom. If it is 3 degrees of freedom. If it is 4 degrees, chi-square with 4 degrees of freedom. See here n number of observations are there, then we can write chi-square with n degrees of freedom. Okay, now let us see what is definition of chi-square distribution. The definition of chi-square distribution is a continuous probability distribution with the probability density function f of chi-square is equal to k into e to the power minus chi-square divided by 2 into chi-square to the power n by 2 minus 1, and here the range of chi-square distribution is 0 to infinity. And here n is always positive, that is n greater than 0 is a chi-square distribution with n degrees of freedom. Okay, freedom. And here k is positive constant depending on n. And okay, now in a standard normal distribution, we know the range of standard normal distribution. Yes, range of standard normal distribution is minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, that is the normal curve is like this. This is bell shaped and range is minus infinity to plus infinity. But I already told here chi-square distribution is derived from normal distribution. But why it is range is 0 to infinity? Okay, let me teach you why it is 0 to infinity. See, okay, this is symmetric about 0. Okay, now we know that here if it is z, then it follows standard normal distribution. If it is z square, then it is follows chi-square distribution with 1 degrees of freedom. If I take, see here negative values are there like this. Okay, negative values are there like this. If I take z, that is minus 1. Okay, if it is standard normal distribution, that is z is equal to minus 1, then what is chi-square distribution, that is z square. If I take z square of this, then value is 1. Okay, if it is z is equal to minus 2, then chi-square distribution is 4. If it is z is equal to minus 3, then chi-square distribution is 9. So, see here all the values are lies 0 to infinity, positive sides. So, the range of chi-square distribution is 0 to infinity like this. And the total area under the curve is chi-square curve is 1, and see here it is here n is there. Okay, here n is always positive and here it is n degrees of freedom. In the sense the parameter of chi-square distribution is n, and we know that range of chi-square distribution is 0 to infinity, and here mean, see parameter is n, what is mean? Here mean also n. Okay, if mean is n, then what is variance? Variance is 2n. Okay, if variance is 2n, what is standard deviation? We know that how to calculate standard deviation using variance, that is standard deviation is equal to square root of variance. Here variance is 2n, then what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is square root of 2n, and this is leptokurtic, and this is 0 to infinity, so it is positively skewed. And here we can calculate yes, mode. See, if n is greater than 2, see this n is there, no, that is greater than 2, then mode is n minus 2. If n is less than or equal to 2, then mode is equal to 0. See here, if n is greater than 2, then mode is n minus 2. If n is less than or equal to 2, then mode is 0. And if n is large, if n tends to large, or if n tends to infinity, or if n is large, then chi-square distribution tends to standard normal distribution. Okay, if n is large, then chi-square distribution tends to standard normal distribution. Okay, this is all about chi-square distribution. Okay, next let us see the student t distribution. Okay, I already told student t distribution is derived from standard normal distribution. Okay, student t distribution is derived from normal distribution. Now, what is the definition of student t distribution? The definition of student t distribution is a continuous probability distribution with probability density function. F of t is equal to k into 1 by 1 plus t square. Okay, 1 plus t square divided by n, here to the power n plus 1 divided by 2. Here t takes the value minus infinity to plus infinity, and is a t distribution with n degrees of freedom. See here the t curve is minus infinity to plus infinity, that is like this. Okay, and we know that standard normal distribution is symmetric about 0. Here also this is symmetric about 0, and here mean, median, mode are equal. Okay, here mean, median, mode are equal, and we know that here mean is 0. So, here mean, median, mode are equal to 0, and the area under the curve is equal to 1. Then this is with n degrees of freedom. So, parameter of student T distribution is also n. Okay, here mean, median, mode are equal to 0 and we can calculate variance. That is, if n is greater than 2, then variance is n by n minus 2. See, if n is greater than 2, then variance is n by n minus 2 and this is leptokurtic. Okay, here if n is large or n tends to infinity, then T distribution tends to standard normal variate. Okay, see, if n tends to infinity, then student T distribution tends to standard normal variate. Okay, and total area under the curve is equal to 1 and here x axis, here the curve asymptotic to x axis. Okay, this is the line is x axis, here the curve asymptotic to x axis. It means the curve approaches nearer and nearer to x axis, but it never touches to x axis. Okay, this is all about student T distribution. Okay, next let us see the problems based on chi-square distribution and students T distribution. Yes, here problem number 1, that is if Z1, Z2 and Z3 are 3 independent standard normal variate, what is the distribution of Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square? Also write down variance. Okay, now see here the given observations are Z1 and Z2 and Z3 are 3 independent standard normal variate. Okay, if it is standard normal variate, then these are, that is Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square. Okay, it follows chi-square with 3 degrees of freedom. Okay, here Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square follows chi-square with 3 degrees of freedom. Okay, next we need to write here variance. Okay, here n is 3, then what is the formula of variance? Yeah, chi-square variance formula is 2n. Here n is 3, so 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, next let us see the second question, that is write down mean and standard deviation of chi-square with 8 degrees of freedom. Okay, here 8 degrees of freedom in the sense here n is 8. Okay, next here we need to calculate mean and standard deviation. Okay, here mean formula is, here mean is equal to n. So here n is 8, so here mean is 8. Then standard deviation formula, okay, see here n is greater than 2, then standard deviation formula is square root of 2n. Okay, we know that here variance is 2n, then what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is square root of 2n. Okay, this is equal to square root of 2 into n is 8. Okay, this is equal to square root of 16. So square root of 16 is 4. Okay, here standard deviation is 4. Okay, next let us see the third question, that is if variance of chi-square is 12, what is its mean? Yeah, variance of chi-square. Okay, variance of chi-square is 2n. 2n. So here given observation is variance of chi-square. Here, therefore here 2n is 12. Okay, here we need to calculate its mean. So here mean formula is n. Okay, how to calculate n here? That is 2n is equal to 12. So n is equal to 12 by 2. So here n is 6. So mean of chi-square is here 6. Okay, next let us see the fourth problem, that is for a chi-square variate with 13 degrees of freedom. See here probability is 0 to chi-square lies between 0 to 12.34 is equal to 0.5, and here we need to calculate median and mode. Okay, now here 13 in the sense n, here n is 13. Okay, now here we can easily calculate median using these terms. Okay, see here one observation is given, no, 12.34, this is median. So here median is 12.34. Okay, now next how to calculate mode. Okay, we here in chi-square distribution we have two formula to calculate mode. One is if n is greater than 2, then mode is n minus 2. Another one is if n is less than or equal to 2, then mode is 0. See here the n value is 13. So here 13 is greater than 2. So here mode is n minus 2, that is 13 minus 2, that is 11. Okay, next fifth problem, that is if a parameter of t distribution is 6, find mean and variance. Parameter of t distribution is n. So here given observation is n is equal to 6. Here we know that mean of t distribution is 0. So here mean is 0. And variance formula n divided by n minus 2. And if n is greater than 2, then variance formula n by n minus 2. See here n is 6, so the here n is greater than 2, then formula for variance is n divided by n minus 2. Okay, now I will substitute the values. Here n is 6 divided by 6 minus 2, that is 6 divided by 4. Okay, this is equal to 1.5. Okay, next let's see the third last problem, that is if a parameter of t distribution is 7, find the median and standard deviation. Okay, parameter of t distribution is n. So here given observation n is equal to 7. Then median of t distribution is 0. So here we can write median is equal to 0. And standard deviation formula, that is square root of n divided by n minus 2. Okay, this is equal to square root of 7 divided by 7 minus 2. Okay, this is equal to square root of 7 divided by 5. Okay, this is equal to 7 divided by 5 is 1.4, then square root of 1.4 is 1.183. Yes. Thank you for watching this video.